Hello everyone. Today I'll tell you something very interesting about microvitum. I'll tell you about the effect of microvitum on human body and human mind. So let me tell you that microvitum moves through the media of inferences. So as I've already told that there are two types of microvita, positive microvita and negative microvita. So the fundamental difference between positive microvitum and negative microvitum is that positive microvitum starts its journey in lunar plexus, and it moves both ways towards the subtler existence of human spirit and also towards the cruder manifestations and emanations of human existence. But the negative microvitum cannot move above the physico psychic plexus and can only move downwards. Indirectly, it can affect the lunar plexus, but directly, it cannot. In cosmic space, both positive and negative microvita move through the inferences of the cosmic mind, the internal inferences of the cosmic mind, and also with the help of the cruder portions of ectoplasms. So, as Baba says that in the ectoplasmic structure, there is the effect of both spirit and physicality. The cruder portion is closely associated with the physical structure, and the subtler portion with spirituality. So, in a particular plexus, let's say in the basal plexus, the desire to increase human longings is created or encouraged both by positive and negative microvita. But the encouragement from the negative microvita is towards crudeness, and that of positive microvita is for the conversion or transmutation of crude desires into subtler ones. The desires to attain success in all worldly affairs are created by both positive and negative ones. But the negative ones make a person selfish, and the positive ones makes a person a universalist. So, like this, the longing for physicality or physical wealth comes from negative microvitum, and the longing to attain something cosmic comes from positive microvitum. See, there is difference between microvita and microvitum. Microvita is plural form, and microvitum is singular form. So, well, it is the characteristic of humans. Rather, it is the characteristic of all living beings to free themselves from all fetters of smallness. So, the desire to be free in the realm of worldly, socio-political, economic life comes from negative microvitum, but the desire to attain all-round liberation comes from positive microvitum. Similarly, in the fluidal plexus, the indifferent attitude for something comes from both types of microvita. But this indifferent attitude for something good comes from negative microvita, and indifferent attitude for something crude comes from positive microvita. Want of sense of responsibility, like that is irresponsibility, comes from negative microvitum when it is for something noble, and from positive microvitum when it is for something limited. So likewise, one tolerates injustice when the inspiration comes from negative microvitum, and one does not tolerate injustice when inspiration when inspired by positive microvitum. So not to recognize anything beyond the jurisdiction of the senses of the sensory organs, the spirit of this mentality comes from negative microvita, and the spirit not to recognize anything transitory or moving, you can say as absolute. um, it comes from positive microvita. These propensities are associated with the fundamental spirit of the fluidal plexus. Similarly, both these positive and negative microvita function in the solar plexus. You can see aerial plexus, in the physico-psychic plexus, in the lunar plexus, and in the occult plexus. But in the case of the lunar plexus, positive microvitum can function independently, but in case of negative microbiome, it cannot go directly beyond the jurisdiction of the physico-psychic plexus. If it wants to go beyond, it will have an indirect effect on the lunar plexus, but no direct effect. So, in the case of the negative microvita, microvital spirit may be operative only if done by a powerful entity, otherwise not. Similarly, psychic diseases associated with the lunar plexus may appear when the force of the negative microvita is far bigger or greater than that of the positive microvita working in the lunar plexus. If a person's lunar plexus is badly affected by negative microvita, one is commonly known as lunatic or moonstruck. So people were and are under the impression that this type of mental ailment comes from the moon or from moonlight. So, to fight the effect of negative microbiome on the lunar plexus, one is to encourage right thinking, good thinking, and meditation. A person doing spiritual sadhana or meditation cannot be attacked by negative microbiome. A man in the stage of meditation cannot be attacked by the negative microbiome, but positive microbiome can work directly in the lunar plexus, and it can move, rather, it does move up to the occult plexus, that is your Guru Chakra. But it cannot go beyond the occult plexus. It cannot touch the macro propensive plexus. Micro propensive activities mean activities concerning the propensities of microcosms, and macro propensive activities means the activities concerning the propensities for the all round development of all created beings. So over here, Baba has very beautifully said in Sanskrit, but let me tell you in English. He says that whenever righteousness declines and unrighteousness raises its ugly head, I incarnate myself. Beautifully said. So in this shaloka, there is a word glani of dharma, means the rule of negative microvita. Well, let me tell you the Sanskrit version of what I told you. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam sajamyaham, means whenever righteousness declines and unrighteousness raises its ugly head, I incarnate myself. So in this shaloka, the glani of dharma means the rule of negative microvita. So they cannot touch the pinnacled portion, the pinnacle entity of the multipropensive plexus. So in order to reach that pinnacled abode of the multipropensive plexus, one will have to do sadhana, spiritual practice, and one is also required to get the grace of somebody great. So it is said that one can attain the supreme stance by the blessings of the exalted ones, or a wee bit of macrocosmic grace. So either the grace of a great person or of a god is needed. Microvitum, neither positive nor negative, can function there. Now these microvita, positive or negative, maintain the balance of the universe. So in the universe, when the collective strength of negative microvita becomes more than that of positive microvita, the world moves towards degeneration, towards degradation, and where the collective effect of the positive microvita is greater than that of the negative microvita, spiritual revolution takes place. If the lunar plexus is attacked by negative microvita, the world moves fast towards degeneration, and that degeneration is now active in this universe. So, Baba says that you are to do something concrete to save the universe from its depraving effect. Otherwise, the future of not only humanity but of all living beings is dark. So, Baba says that you will have to become more active and work jointly with maximum skill and maximum zeal to do something concrete with the help of positive microvita. Negative microvita will not help you in this connection. So, this discourse was given by Sri Sri Anand Murti Ji Tarak Brahm, on 31st December 1987, RU Anand Nagar. I hope you liked it. Thank you very much.